He's got the boomstick over there.
Mad
Why don't we
Mob.
have a boomstick?
Look at him.
Mad Mob. Looky here.
We're holding soda cans
Look-
up for an entire episode.
Looky here, Mad
And
Mob.
he's got the selfie stick on his mic.
Looky here, Mad Mob. We're live. The
We're
whole
live.
gang.
You can tell
In
who's the tech guy.
In the same room. I got it done. Don't worry. You're gonna see a lot of this.
Bruce Buffer over
I'm
here.
morbidly obese.
I'm morbidly obese.
So you're gonna see a lot of legs being crossed and a lot of these.
I'm hunched.
I'm
this
just a
entire
guy.
episode.
I'm just a
hunched.
guy.
This is a YouTube episode. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple, we appreciate you, but it's a YouTube episode. I'm just going to give you that. Obscure vote that I saw today from Barstool. You know how I sent you that one today about toxic guys named this, and this?
Yeah.
They have the most obscure rankings. I saw one today.
Okay.
It was, and it's a fact. You can look it up. I'm not making this up. States with the ugliest people.
Kentucky #1.
Kentucky ranks 6th.
Ooh.
Wow. So the sixth ugliest
The
state?
6th ugliest. But now that I got y'all in the same room, it's justified. I understand why we were ranked so high.
I'm New York. Mad Mob.
Massachusetts was ranked higher.
Oh, wow.
That's essentially New York.
Luckily,
Yeah, it's all
Massachusetts
the
isn't
same.
New York, though.
It's the same thing.
It's the same.
It's
New
not.
England area.
Man, you just lost a bunch of New York fans.
And it is an obscure. Well, if you're that sensitive, I laughed when I saw Kentucky ranked so high. But the only thing that confused me about it was where was Tennessee, where was West Virginia, where was Utah?
West Virginia for sure.
No,
Bro.
they weren't even top 10.
Word is West Virginia University. They got the co-eds there, boys. Word is.
So WVU is holding that state
It's holding it down, bro.
Nah.
Well, Gob, you wouldn't understand. You're not from these parts.
I know it's just mountain and it's miserable driving through.
Listen,
Apparently
it
there's
might be a
dime
miserable
brizzles there.
Well, I mean,
Everywhere. Littered with them.
Them wild mountain girls just like bonfires and
Makeup.
dirty mud sex. I don't know.
Okay.
Mud sex,
All right.
bonfires,
I
and makeup.
don't know that for a fact. I've never been a part of it. I love you, babe.
He
Hey, West Virginia.
got ghosted.
Sorry, West Virginia people. I
I'm
like
in
your
trouble.
people, but I don't like your state.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Kentucky was ranked
Sixth.
44th in prettiness, and I thought it was hilarious.
It's fair. If you ever go to a local Walmart around here, you usually don't walk away impressed.
It's fact.
Would you say that?
Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
Oh, dude, I had to do marketing in it when I worked for Sam's Club, I had to stay in a Walmart and sell Sam's Club memberships. There were guys in there walking with their shirts off who should not ever. They should bathe in their shirts, but these people were in Walmart shirtless. All right, Mad
Dang,
Mob.
bro.
First,
We should do a shirtless podcast, man. You know what? That should be a punishment. That should be a doink
I
punishment.
feel like people of
Let your
Walmart was
gut
based
hang
here.
out on a YouTube
would that
podcast.
affect Goni though? Because Goni's not obese like we are.
Does he have large nipples or anything?
Do you
Terrible
have puffy,
quality?
weird nipples.
Nah, not really. I just got regular people nipples.
Dang.
Do you have a? Never mind. That's a punishment for me and Begley. We have to do a podcast with our shirt
100%.
off.
100%.
Mad Mob, the first in-person podcast. Gonna try and get a few of these in. This one we are doing, and we wanted to do it in person because it's a good one. We are doing the first mock draft of the Mad Fantasy Football Podcast, and we are doing it Dynasty because that's the best go-to, right?
Yeah, I mean, nobody's drafting redraft right now, right? Those are always August.
It's early. It's very
Yeah.
early. You're just
the
mock
dynasties are
drafting.
going on right now.
Yeah.
right?
I just did
It's
two of
time.
them myself.
It's time.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to do some Dynasty action. We're going to do it on Sleeper on our phones. We'll keep you updated on what we're doing. Goni has the third pick. I have the 6th. And Begley, where are you at 9?
I'm at 9. I'm at
All
9.
right. Want me to set it off?
Set it off.
Set it off, brother.
All right. Here we go.
This is all computerized, so bang, bang, first and second picks. Jonathan Taylor and Najee Harris. Goni is on the clock. Best available at this point is Jamar Chase.
That's chalk. That's a chalk one, too. I think you'll see that in every dynasty draft.
Really?
I think so.
Possible. I've seen Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Dynasty.
I've actually seen in my last non-super flex, Jamar Chase and Jefferson went 2-3. This one's really easy for me. I like to usually go running back for my first pick, but with Jonathan Taylor and Najee coming off the board right away, I don't really want to reach for CMC or Javonte, so I'm going to go ahead and take Jamar Chase. It's an easy one.
It's an easy one.
All right, Jamar Chase off the board. Cooper Kupp went 4th. Justin Jefferson went 5th.
Cooper Kupp's high there, right? That's a little high to me.
He's kind of old for
He's
a Dynasty
30.
being
I would be.
But he just signed a contract.
It'd make me nervous.
Yeah, but still, I don't know.
I'd be nervous about that.
Who would you take over him at the 4?
Justin Jefferson.
He went before
Yeah,
JJ.
I 100% would. I thought you were geared more towards running back on that.
No, because I'm kind of with you on. I don't. The only thing, Christian McCaffrey is way better than Javonte Williams, especially this year.
Way better.
I'm gonna go Javonte Williams though, because after this year, Javonte Williams is gonna be that dude.
I like the pick.
Yeah, I think it's a solid pick. I can't hate on it.
Okay, after me, the 7th pick was DeAndre Swift, and then Dalvin Cook. He's got 2 years in him, so I mean, if you're trying to like win immediately, he's not a bad pick, right there.
Man, for me, it's looking at the receivers. You know, you got Lamb and Devonta and Debo out there. I don't like either one of them. So
the best available right now for him is CMC, Austin Eckler, CeeDee Lamb, and Derrick Henry.
yeah, it's
He's at the
between
9.
it's between McCaffrey and Eckler for me. I mean, I'm gonna go McCaffrey just for the potential. He's a league winner. I'll roll the dice and will get punished.
Mad Mob. It's just so we've heard a lot of Christian McCaffrey hate from Begley.
Not true at all. I challenge you to find the tapes on that.
Christian McCaffrey, didn't he have CMC ranked lower than me and you in our running back rankings?
I believe so.
I
And
did.
He hates volume, by the way.
I had an asterisk that he could be the number one.
So, but
I did have an
listen,
asterisk.
we have to
Check the
give you
tapes.
all caveats with Begley's things. Begley just traded for Christian McCaffrey this past week. So now, what do you know?
It was a steal, though. I feel like I stole.
Team
was a good
10
trade.
took Austin Eckler, CeeDee Lamb, then Derrick Henry, and back around. Kyle Pitts, the first tight end off the board. Kyle Pitts second at the 2-1. Then Joe Mixon and Debo Samuel. We are back on Begley at the 2-4.
I mean,
Josh Allen, Devontae Adams, Breece Hall, Alvin Kamara are the 4 best available.
it's
According to Sleeper's ADP. When I say best available, it's according to Sleeper's ADP.
sure.
And that'll change as we get closer to the season, as more people do their drafts.
Yeah, I mean, it's shaping up to be a win now kind of season for me. I'm looking at Devontae Adams here. I'm going to go old, and we're going to win 2 ships here early, and then we'll rebuild later.
Okay.
All right. He went Devontae Adams. Team 8 went Josh Allen. Then Breece Hall, leaving me with not so good.
Is it time for Pat Mahomes off the board?
No, I'm not that dude. If in my drafts, you will never see me taking a quarterback early.
That's not true
I
at
feel
all.
like I feel like I'm going. My best available right now are Alvin Kamara, AJ Brown, Nick Chubb, and Stephon Diggs. I'm a running back guy. Running backs are at a premium. Give me Nick Chubb.
Nicholas.
After that,
That's a good pick.
Team 5, AJ Brown. Team 4, Pat Mahomes. And now we are back on Goney.
Is it time for Josh
Alvin
Allen to get off the
Kamara.
board?
Josh Allen is gone already. He went 205, my
He
man.
went 205. Did I
did.
miss it?
Yep.
He sure did.
I mean, so
Is it Justin Herbert time?
No, I'm not a quarterback early guy either.
That's right. You do have Jalen Hurts winning MVP this year.
Jalen Hurts, man,
So I'm
watch
sure you
out
can
for
wait.
him. Highest upside, and he could just be left in a ditch after this year. Also, I don't really know. We'll find out, right?
Yeah, it's dangerous sometimes.
I mean, as I'm looking at it here, like I said, I like the running backs, but I don't love Kamara. I don't love Akers. I don't love Barkley or Gibson, who are the best 4 running backs available.
Which is a reason I was looking at the rest of the running backs. I knew for a fact if I didn't take Nick Chubb, I was going to have dog water as my RB2.
Or you could have had the league MVP Aaron Jones.
Oh, where is he at?
He's further down.
Oh my
he could
gosh.
probably get him on his way back.
I might. Test me, Playboy.
I'm not going to take him now. I'm going to probably go ahead and take Stephon Diggs here, just because I like the talent, I like the upside and the scoring ability.
He's still young. He took Stephon Diggs. Goney with the wide receiver. He in trouble.
He's setting up to have to run
Going
Ramondre Stevenson.
Zero RB.
We got Jalen Waddle at Team 2, Alvin Kamara, snaking back for the 3-1. Mark Andrews, tight end number 2 off the board. Team 2 got Justin Herbert, and we got Goney back on the clock with Tyreek Hill, Cam Akers, DK Metcalf, and Travis Kelce as the top.
Where's
4
Gabe
best
Davis at in those players?
He's more in sleeper territory.
All right.
You should know that by now.
Sleeper territory.
I haven't
Okay.
done enough drafts to pull his ADP up yet.
Okay, fair enough.
They're coming though.
I just figured you'd reach for the guy
We're
that you
trying
want.
to skew the numbers ourselves.
Yeah, I'm
because you all
trying to
need
pull them up, get some
Gabe
love,
Davis on the radar.
boys. I
The
know
running
I was
backs
saying-
look gross.
The running backs do look gross.
Saquon. He's going to have to take Saquon here.
Ain't no way.
He's
I
going to
think-
have to take Saquon.
Boys, I'm just gonna play this one a little different than I usually do. I'm gonna do a no running back approach.
I love that he's
on
going
this
to ruin
one.
it on the podcast. This man is a mock draft genius, but I love that when we're recording and going live, he's going to absolutely botch it, and I get to roast
Zero
him.
running back strategy.
Going zero running back strat.
Well, hang on. Are we saving this team? This is a dynasty. Are we doing a redraft one?
Oh, we're going to have to. Yeah, for sure.
Closer to the season.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Good. All right. So with that being said, I don't want to go ahead and take a quarterback now. I'm gonna take Travis Kelce. Take Travis Kelce, boys. Got two solid wide receivers and Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs. I took Travis Kelce third.
You know I love the pick.
You do.
I love the pick.
He did indeed take Travis Kelce. Team 4 took Tyreek Hill. Team 5 took Cam Akers. I'm on the clock. My best available is DK Metcalf, Saquon, T. Higgins, and Joe Burrow.
Huh?
Or do you
Burrow?
go?
The GOAT?
Nah. Did you not hear what I just said last round?
Yeah. You never know, man. You got to adapt. That's the thing about drafting. You can't go in with the stone cold strategy. You have to adapt.
I'm going in with a stone cold strategy, and that's how I win championships. You think Bill Belichick is just like, I'll just play it by ear? No,
I think he
that
adapts.
man's working out Chattanooga offensive lineman. He knows what he's doing.
I think he adapts though. Also
Hate both of you.
done it for years.
I'm not gonna go with the. I'm not gonna go with the best available. I'm going Deontay Johnson.
Ooh.
He did. He is putting his
Ooh.
money where his mouth is. He had the Deontay Johnson top 12 wide receiver in
did.
his rankings.
I did.
So that's a steal for A-Rob.
DK Metcalf went at
I
7.
suppose.
J.K. Dobbins, team 8, and Begley is on the clock, whose team
Is geriatric, to say the least.
his team.
We have
is-
no
His
youth.
team is old and hurt.
They're old and oft injured.
He's got a very real opportunity to drop bombs, or a very real opportunity to not have enough to start a squad.
All right, so look,
Pick him up. I dare you. I dare you to draft him.
my team is already looking.
Sequanimus.
I dare you.
My team's already looking a little old. All right, just looking at it in a dynasty. I put myself on a nice 2 to 3 year window here to really get most out of my team. Give me Aaron Jones here. Give me Aaron Jones. I just need 2 years out of you, Aaron. 2 years, baby.
Hey, you're gonna get a stud year out of him this year. All right, Team 10, Antonio Gibson. Team 11, Saquon Barkley. Thank the Lord, none of us had to take him. Team 12, T. Higgins. I think that's great value to get T. Higgins at the 312.
Yeah, I think I've seen he's been drafting and been going a little sooner in drafts actually.
And he was stacked. If you guys notice right there, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow back to back on the turn.
Hey, I see you, Team 12 computer, putting in work. Ken Walker at the 4-2. That's pure dynasty draft pick right there.
Well, he's
right?
gonna be the lead back in Seattle. I try to tell you guys. You guys are worried about Carson and Penny. No.
George Brittle.
Walker is the
George
year.
Brittle going at 4-3, and Begley is back on the clock.
Back on the clock here. I'm gonna take a guy, that I think has potential. I need to add a little bit of youth.
Do you, whenever you're looking at guys, do you say, I'll take this guy that doesn't have potential?
Ever? Even once?
I'm going to take this guy that's got no potential and lack of talent.
I like this washed guy. I'm looking at this washed guy.
You guys, are you
who's
guys
relevant
done? Can I
5 years
draft?
ago.
Do you guys mind if I give?
We're just
if I give
commentating.
him my draft pick.
We're giving play-by-play commentary.
I'm gonna go with a little bit of youth.
Wow.
Just a little.
I'm gonna go with Michael Pittman here.
The pit man.
I took him above Mike Evans and Keenan. That's based pretty much on Tom Brady retiring and Keenan's age. I like Ryan to be in Indianapolis for at least a couple years.
Cody. Hey, okay. So he took Michael Pittman. David Montgomery went at the 4-5. Lamar Jackson went at the 4-6. The best available is Terry McLaurin, Drake London, Kyler Murray, and Travis Etienne.
Mm-hmm.
He's going quarterback.
No.
He's going Kyler.
I know. I'm not. Goni, I want you to tell the people who the 5th best available is.
Your boy, I didn't even need to look. I looked just now for the people that are watching, but after he said that, I didn't see him on here, and then I had to scroll down. It's DJ Moore every
My
time.
boy, I'm taking DJ Moore all day. That man's consistency. He is the definition of consistency.
He's good for sure.
All right, Team 5 took Terry McScoren. Team 4 took Travis Etienne, and Goni is on the clock, best available.
Here it
Drake
is.
London, Kyler Murray, Leonard Fournette, and Mike Evans. Now, Goni is, I know in his mind, he's like, Leonard Fournette's going to give me some points this year, but he ain't give me nothing next year. It's just the hamster's up there just sprinting.
I think it's important to say while Goni reviews his players, he's got 2 receivers and a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to go Leonard Fournette, right? He's got to.
I got sniped on Travis Etienne. I really wanted to take Etienne there, to be honest with you.
Is it really?
Yeah, I did. I wanted to take him. I'm not going to go quarterback. It's very bad for you to go tight end and quarterback, I think, in the first 5 rounds.
Definitely.
Yeah, dude.
One of the others
You don't
fine,
have a
but-
running back.
There's a lot of meat on the
you're right.
bone.
You're right. You're 100%
You
right.
got to go Leonard Fournette just to have.
You know where he's
something
going?
this year.
He's going Ezekiel, I think, here, Wayne.
I was looking at Zeke. I'm gonna play the game, however, and I think that Zeke will get back to me. So I'm gonna play the game here, and I'm gonna take Josh Jacobs before that,
Sure.
and we'll find out if Zeke makes it back to me.
He likes slow, unexplosive
why
running
Josh
backs.
Jacobs
Let's go.
over Zeke? I'm confused.
No, I want Zeke as well, but the ADP was lower on Zeke, so I played the game, took the one I knew I could
Okay,
get.
so you just computerized it. You just knew the computer.
He took advantage of the computer. It's what he was doing.
You basically have to know whether or not.
Drake London.
So he took Josh Jacobs, Drake London.
Everyone's got people
Leonard
in their league
Fournette
that just
came, and then
draft
back
off
round to the
MVP, right?
5-1. We got. Do you mind? Can I host?
Go for it, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That was a dumb. It was a dumb play. You're playing the computer. We called you out.
A little too
man.
risky.
That's fine.
A little too risky.
Too risky. It's the
He
game.
took Josh. Hey man.
It's the game. Why are you looking at me for? He keeps on doing it as well. So
Well, it was stupid.
He should have been punished with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, is what he should have been punished with.
I played the game and I won.
All right. He took Josh Jacobs. Drake London was taken after him. Leonard Fournette. The 5-1 was Kyler Murray, Mike Evans, and I'm assuming Goni is taking Zeke now because he played the game and won.
Played the game and won. Yes, I am.
All right. Darren Waller went. And then Keenan Allen.
Do you need a Pepsi AC? Are you good? Are you good to host?
Do you mind, man? Do you mind?
Rude.
Wow.
All right. We got Treylon Burks, Hawk, James
like Treylon.
Conner,
I like Traylon.
and Garrett Wilson.
Traylon Burks.
Have you seen the reports coming out of camp?
Put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yeah.
Of how terrible he's doing so far?
Bro, he's got asthma. It's all right.
Who?
Traylon Burks. Have you seen the report? Apparently,
Treylon or Treylon?
It's Traylon.
apparently he's playing
Traylon
terrible.
Burks.
What did I say? Did I say Treylon?
You both said Traylon, but it's okay.
It's Treylon. Don't be
Treylon.
stupid, Begley. It's Treylon.
It's Traylon.
Yeah,
But
right.
that's good, right? You want players to be terrible in OTAs.
You want
the
the
Jamar
reports
Chase
to
effect,
be.
right?
Yeah, exactly. If you believe in Traylon Burks, then you're going to go get him, and hopefully he slips now because of that.
I believe. I'm a believer.
Fair enough.
I can already see who Begley's getting with his pick.
I'm just going to play the game.
I'm putting my.
I'm gonna manipulate
I'm
the
putting
computer
my money
AI.
where my mouth is, and
Are you?
not drafting this guy.
Okay.
Hey, he's all yours. You can have him. I don't want him. I'm gonna shore up my third position. I have I have my starting running backs, my starting receivers. I'm gonna shore up the tight end position with Hawk.
You're not going Dalton Schultz? Is he available? Wow. Passing on your tight end 3, I see.
It's a dynasty.
Yeah, he's like 26 years old, bro. Oh,
Okay.
Interesting.
I mean,
Well,
you have a team to draft as well, right?
I do, sorry.
Trey
But part
Lane.
of the fun of in-house drafting is hating on everybody else's team,
That's
right?
fine. Yeah, your
Traylon
team
Burks.
is terrible, by the way.
I
Treylon
love
Burks
my
went
team.
after
That's fine.
my pick with Hawk, then James Conner.
Traylon went.
I said Treylon.
Yeah, no, you were good.
Begley's on the clock at 5'9", and if he doesn't take who I'm looking at, then he ain't about it. Do you see who I'm looking at, Goni?
At the 5'9"?
Yeah.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking
If
about.
you don't take him, he ain't about it.
I know exactly.
You
Talking
don't
about-
play
are
the
The
you
guy he
game.
wants to make
you
a
don't-
love child with.
Are you
don't-
talking about Geronimius Judy?
No, you don't play. You don't.
I was.
You don't. I wasn't. You don't play the game. You don't talk the noise that you were talking about this dude.
Oh, I
And
see.
also play
I see the other one.
Muth, huh? Right here?
No.
No.
That see,
Am I missing it?
Mad Mom. If the fact that he's not even bringing this
He doesn't
guy up
know.
yet, he ain't about it. His rankings were terrible. He doesn't.
Oh, I'm
word
playing the
himself-
ADP game. I can get him next round for sure.
Play the game.
Settle
man.
down, boys.
Play the game.
Why am I reaching now for a guy that's going to fall to me? He's the best value in the entire draft.
I hope he gets sniped by
Hollywood
Team 10.
Brown. He was not even on my radar, boys.
That's fun.
He's a
Best value in the draft.
WR1.
Hollywood Brown and Mike Williams should belong on my team.
Are they going to?
They should be. Let me look.
They're not going to. Mad Mom, he's just
So,
talking.
so Mad Mo, I got McCaffrey and Aaron Jones as my starting running backs. I'm a little old there. This is a play that I'll be honest with you, I'm a little nervous, but I think it's the right play here. I'm going to lock up Green Bay and take A.J. Dillon. I might play both backs this year, and I feel good about it. I think this is a year in Green Bay you could play both backs.
Yeah, you were calling for both of them to have 1,000 yards rushing, which is absurd.
I'm putting my money where my mouth.
Click the button, man. Stupid.
Dare
Stupid
me.
pick. What a terrible
Go ahead
pick.
and dare me.
Oh, what a
By
terrible
far.
pick that was.
I love that pick.
Dumbest pick I've ever seen.
I love
Mad
that.
Mob, don't ever draft two running backs from the same team with the intent to play both of them on a weekly basis. You're
that's
going to
a poor
lose.
move. That's a poor move. Jerry Jeudy went
Have
after.
you seen Green Bay's offense? They're both going to get significant action this year.
Cool, man. I don't know about that.
Did it work with the Browns?
They're not the Browns.
I think the Browns had more receiving talent than the Packers do when they did it.
Mad Mob, don't do that.
It could happen.
Don't do that.
It could happen.
Don't do that.
I'm with Wayne on this one. I think Aaron Jones gets a lot of passing work. I think Dillon gets a lot more on the ground.
I'm all about, taking your handcuff, but when you take them in back-to-back rounds, that's kind of
He
where I
wasn't
draw
going to
the
make it
line.
back to me. I had to.
Okay.
Jerry Jeudy went at 5'10", then Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave coming back around. Hollywood Brown
It hurt.
Played the game.
didn't put his money where his mouth is.
lost.
Didn't
It
put his
hurts.
money where his mouth is and
Yeah,
lost his
it
guy.
hurts.
He lost the game.
That's what he get. Wow,
I thought he could be here.
Yeah, I thought you were playing. I thought it was easy. That's what I was doing, playing the ADP game.
Of course,
Man.
he definitely gonna make it back around.
Listen, it hurts. It hurts. It
Don't
hurts.
work
But
like that.
clearly the AI knows what's up.
Clearly.
Do with that what you will, Mad Mob. The fact that he was playing the game with the guy who he thought so highly of. If I think highly of somebody, I ain't playing no games with them.
I feel it.
That's just a fact. So after Hollywood Brown at the 6-1, you've got him as a WR2, but the 13, the best WR2.
Correct.
What's the ADP on a WR2? The best WR2? It's probably like 4th round, right?
Well, just look at when the 13th receiver went off the board in the draft. That'll tell you. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and pick.
Then we got Chris Godwin at the 6'2", and Elijah Mitchell at the 6'3". Please, Begley, pick. I'm loving your team so far.
I love my team as well. Thank you. I'm pleased with how this draft is going.
It was a wasted 5th-round pick for Beggs.
It wasn't. Let's talk about that for a second, Goff.
A wasted pick.
Let's talk about it, okay?
Sure.
You're talking about a situation
Okay.
on a team
Okay.
similar to Cleveland in which the two best skill players
Mhm.
are at the running back position.
Okay.
Do you not think Green Bay is going to scheme ways to get them both involved?
I don't think it's going to be worth what you're looking for to have both of them.
What do you mean?
I think one or the other is going to be fine, but when you're locked into having to play both of them on a weekly basis,
Am I? Do I have to?
You literally just
It's
said
not
that. You
picks.
said I'm going to start him.
I mean, when
I
you
said I could see them both playing, but
but did you pick did you take a 5th-round guy to sit him on the bench?
well, I think
I don't start looking for bench players in the 5th round, my man.
Matt,
I suggest you don't either.
Begley's strong suit has never been drafting.
Totally disagree.
It's never been.
I'm going to go ahead and take a guy that I am not super high on, but I think I have to here just from positional scarcity. He will not be a Cowboy, I don't think, next year. Give me Dalton Schultz.
Good pick. Good pick.
Yep, I like it. This is probably the first good pick he had outside of Aaron Jones.
I like A.J. Dillon.
Devonta Smith.
want to put a dunk bet
On what, man?
on the Packers running backs this year?
What do you want to do?
I would say that they both will be in the top 24.
No,
And
that's
what-
dumb.
Then that
I'm pretty sure A.J. Dillon cracked top 24 last year.
Most certainly did. Ergo, if I play two running backs this year who
Okay.
both finish in the top 24, they are valid to be played together. It's valid to play them both together, right?
Bro, if you think so, man, it's your team.
If I had two,
you run it how you want.
If I had two top 24 players at a position,
Okay.
and I play them simultaneously every week,
Yeah.
that will outperform a lot of other teams in the league. No,
So you don't think they're going to cannibalize each other on some of these?
of course they will, but they both finished 24 last year,
Yeah.
and now their roles increase this year.
It caps the upside of each of them, is what I'm saying, though.
I have quite possibly the highest upside player in fantasy football, in Christian McCaffrey. No,
Okay.
I at this point, if he plays, I like running backs with good floors. I like dependable.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Are we keeping these teams? Are we going to see how they do throughout the season? Or
That's
what
what I was starting with. Is do we want to put a doink bet on our dynasty team and our redraft for this year?
I mean, we can. I didn't even draft that way to make it possible, but I already
Are you
definitely
sure?
like my team
I'm looking
better.
at your team. Are you sure?
My team's better than yours.
All right, let's
Your
lock it
team is
in. We're
not
doing a
better than
doink
mine.
bet on this team who has the best fantasy finish, and I'm a lock.
You know whose team's low-key terrible? Is Wayne's.
Is it?
He is Deontay Johnson. That's
Well,
his best
he's
player.
on the clock right now. He's got 3
See
minutes.
see
to
how
make
he
his pick.
improves.
Okay, so he
Stay
went Dalton
healthy.
Schultz.
McCaffrey, stay healthy. Stay on the field.
You need some voodoo magic for that.
They say he's on a snap count. I'm okay. You're okay getting 12 games out of CMC, right? This year, if you draft him.
Mad Bob,
Yes.
I don't know if this is
12
a.
games.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like a play. I'm on the clock right now, and I'm trying to like continue this on. And every time I try, Begley just like starts talking about something else, and maybe he won't realize he's on the clock. Can I make my pick, man?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
Appreciate it. So after Dalton Schultz, Devontae Smith went, then Amari Cooper went. I'm on the clock, and I am putting my money where my mouth is again, and shoring up a nice flex spot with Mike Williams.
Oh, no. Excellent pick. That's exactly what you knew who I wanted him. You absolutely knew I wanted him.
CEH went after that. Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and now Goni is on the clock. His best available is Jamal Williams, Jared Cook, Dak Prescott, and Deshaun Watson.
He's a bad guy, Mad Mob. He's a bad. He did that on purpose.
My team is nasty.
He's a bad guy. His team just
His team is just
got
okay.
immediately. He
They're
picked
pleasant.
his best wide receiver right there.
His team is pleasant.
His best wide receiver just came in the 6th
Yeah.
round, by the way.
Yeah.
Whoa.
His team would ask you nicely for,
I know.
for
I
your
know
money
you got
when
a
they're
hard on
robbing
for
you.
DJ Moore, but
Whoa.
you want to put a doink that Mike Williams finishes higher than DJ Moore?
No, I don't put.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let my heart invade my brain here.
Oh, okay. So the big brain play was me just saying that you picked your
Why
best
does
wide
Goni have a
receiver in the
God
6th round.
complex in
I
mock
think Deontay
drafts?
Johnson finishes higher than Mike Williams.
Put a doink on it?
Yeah.
Done deal.
Put it in the notes. Begley, how you feel about it?
I like Mike Williams.
I'll make my picks
I
right
gotta stick
now
with my
first.
rankings. I think it's just a better offense, better QB.
So I'm going to take that one to the bank. That's a layup.
Not a layup.
Well,
it's a
go
layup.
put it in the notes, go.
I'll make my picks first.
gonna forget
and then
about
while
it.
you got there's no reason to.
I'm not letting them forget about that.
No, no
Deontay
reason to.
Johnson's a lock this year.
Why does Goni seem like he's the best mock drafter of all time? He has this air
'Cause I
about him. Mad Mob, if you're in this room, he has an aura about him where his schnozberry is looking down upon us like we are just peasants
I
in the
know-
presence of the mock draft king.
I know a lot of us have like, some people like to exercise in their free time. Some people play video games. Some people, just watch TV, read a book. Goni mock drafts in his free time.
Man, I actually do all those things except exercise.
Which it's really sad because looking at his team, it looks like he's never mock drafted before. In his
This
life.
might be his first one that he's done this year.
fair enough.
Maybe
appears
that's
so.
it. Maybe
Fair
it's
enough.
the first one of the year that he's done.
Shaking the rust.
Since he snaked me there.
You
with
ever
Mike
like
Williams?
You ever like grilled?
Do you mind? Do you mind?
Yeah, hang on, just a second.
Do you mind?
I'm trying to make a point.
Boys, I'm going to take Cortland Sutton here. I'm going to go ahead and take Cortland Sutton.
That's a little bit of a reach, no? He
I mean,
could
as
have
far as the
manipulated
ADP
the
goes,
AI
I mean,
there.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to chance it.
Yeah, hey, I learned a lesson with Hollywood, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you don't want to roll the dice too many
Jamison
times,
Williams.
right?
I'm so stupid. I said Jamal Williams. Jamison Williams.
Yeah.
But he just went after Goni's Cortland Sutton pick. Then Miles Sanders went, Begley's boy. Elijah Moore, Christian Watson, and Goni is back on the clock at the 7-3.
What is it about a player that when you put a bet on him and that bet doesn't come through and it costs you money, that player could fall off a cliff and die tomorrow and you would be happy about it? What is it? Once a player burns you in a bet once, They can just piss off and die.
I call it Saquon Barkley syndrome.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, it's got to happen multiple times. One time, I'm not going to just, write him off, but I've literally been burned by him repeatedly. I took Saquon over in a keeper league that we had. I kept Saquon over Austin Eckler.
Yeah, that was in our league.
In our league. I got lucky, though, and was
I won
able
that
to
next year,
draft.
didn't I?
Yes, you did. I played you in the finals and lost, scoring 170 points.
Yeah, if you'd have kept Austin Eckler.
No, I drafted Austin Eckler. I got him back, but he had
waste.
Stephon Diggs in his blow up year, and Devontae Adams put up 90 combined points in the Super Bowl against me. I'll never forget it.
That'll do.
I
It was
will
excellent.
Let it be known, I only had Stephon Diggs because know the people you're playing with, people. So this year Todd Gurley. What was it? 2 years ago? Not last year, but the year before.
Was he in the league 2 years ago?
Yeah,
Gurley?
he's on the Falcons. Todd Gurley.
Oh,
For the
yeah.
first half of his season,
That's right. He was good.
Was scoring very well, but it was purely touchdown dependency.
Yeah,
I remember
100%.
this.
Yeah, it was crazy year.
And I hate that. So what did I do? I honed in on a Falcons fan in our league, and I said, "Hey, bro, Todd Gurley's been killing it for you. You want him?" And he was like, yeah. What do you want for him? I said, I'll take Stephon Diggs. And he was like, oh, man, that's my best receiver. I said, Todd Gurley's like the RB4 right now. I'm giving you an RB4 for a WR6. Running backs are at a premium. Like, what do you mean? So we did that bet straight up. And I'm telling you, the week after that, Todd Gurley fell off a cliff and could never work his way back up. And
Man.
Stephon Diggs
Killed
took
it.
off.
Isn't that incredible when that happens?
Yeah, and that every time I passed that guy at work, he'd mug me. He hated me
I
because
love
I
it.
just swindled his
Hey,
fan.
love it.
That's a lesson to be learned right there. Don't ever let your fandom control
Never.
fantasy ever.
Facts.
Boys, with my second pick here, I think I'm gonna go ahead, and this being Dynasty, I'm gonna go and take my quarterback now. It's a little early for me.
It's a little early.
It is. It's the 7th round. I usually wait later.
If you don't take him, you're dead to me. Be about it, man.
He's not bad at it.
No, I'm going to go with the stack. I'm not going to take Jalen Hurts like you think I'm going to. I'm going to take Russ Wilson. Taking Russ Wilson, get my Courtland
Can we
Sutton,
talk about this
Russell
for a second?
Wilson stack.
Can we talk about this for a second?
Sure.
Hang on. He took Russell Wilson. Sky Moore went. Then Darnell Mooney went. And I am up with Jared Cook,
Why you think about it, or do
Dak
you have a snap
Prescott.
pick?
Deshaun Watson, Jalen Hurts. I don't have a snap pick.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Sure.
Jalen Hurts was your guy. That's your upside guy.
Yeah.
He's, 25 years old, I think?
Yeah, he's young.
Why is that not the play there?
The stack. I wanted the stack.
Now, I know you had Courtland Sutton ranked high, so you think it's going to be lucrative.
Yeah.
But it's not a long-term play, right?
It's 33 or so.
I mean, that's not a long-term play there. Do you see him playing to 40 in Denver?
No, I could see him playing for at least 3 more years. That's how I look at my Dynasty window. It's not out of the question, right?
Interesting. But you think Jalen Hurts will score more fantasy points?
I think he has the higher upside. Yes.
This year.
This year. Jalen
Dynasty.
Hurts
Why
might
would
not
it
be
fall
playing
off?
quarterback next year. Like I was saying before, Jalen Hurts is great for fantasy, but he's not great for real NFL football.
Right.
Dynasty, you don't want to, in the 7th round, you don't want to take a quarterback that you don't even know is going to be on a roster next year.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Why not take – there's a lot of good skill players available still, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Why not take a skill player there and take Jalen much later in the draft, especially because
Jalen probably won't make it back to me next round.
you don't think so?
Look at the ADP, man. Look at the ADP.
He's close.
Is he close?
I'm taking a guy lower
Okay,
than him,
that's fair.
though, with my pick right now.
Rodgers.
No.
Rodgers.
No, I am
Okay.
I'm taking Damian Harris. 1,000-yard rusher.
Yeah, that's fair.
In the 7th round. I got a 1,000-yard rusher in the 7th round. I hate taking Patriots players, but he gets the ball whenever pay dirt is in range. He's getting the
In fact,
ball.
he does.
James Cook went to team 7. Rashad Bateman to team 8. Begley is on the clock with the 7-9. His best available is Dak Prescott. No homer pick? Okay. Deshaun Watson, Jalen Hurts, and Dallas Goedert.
Doink bets in, gentlemen.
Yeah, this is an interesting
We only have
spot.
one, right? There's only been one this show so far. Mike Williams, Deontay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy money.
I offered you a
Layup.
doink that I thought you would definitely take, but you chose not to.
I don't even remember it.
You were hating on my A.J. Dillon, Aaron Jones pick. and then I don't bet you they both will be top 24. And you ran away tail tucked.
It's a bad bet. They finished there last year. I just don't like the combo for where you took him. That's all. I like AJ.
That's the only. If I'm going to take AJ, it's the only place I can take him. Period. He's not getting back to the 6th.
No, he's not getting back. But when you have Aaron Jones, why wouldn't you want to pivot elsewhere?
Yeah, I don't like to live and die by a
because
singular
Rodgers
offense.
he signed a long-term deal, right? He's going to be in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not want a piece of that offense?
Okay, so let me ask you a similar question that I think you'll be on the other end of the spectrum on. Is there any team? There might be 1 or 2 or so, maybe 3 in the whole league. But is there any team that you like to have 2 wide receivers from that you have to play every week?
Is there any team?
Yeah.
Let me think about that for a second.
There's definitely 3 that I can.
Yeah, there's a couple in the league.
Sure.
Yeah, but I mean, is that something that you want to do?
I wouldn't mind.
I don't like to live and die by an offense.
I understand. No, I get it.
Neither do
I get it. I understand the hate. I do. I think it pays off. I still think with Aaron Rodgers at the helm, it's still a decent offense.
I'm okay taking the same offense if it's a quarterback receiver, quarterback running back.
Sure.
I don't like taking RBRB or WRWR.
I get it. I understand that. You're limiting your
because you
team's
just want
upside. Yeah, but I think the floor is so high with AJ Dillon this year.
Okay.
Okay, let me
Where
look
you
here.
going?
So looking at my roster, man, I've got McCaffrey and Jones and AJ Dillon at running back, Devonta Pittman at receiver, and Schultz at tight end. Yuck.
Yuck indeed. Team Yuck.
Let's
No,
go.
I like
That
my
man-
team.
That man couldn't hold back from looking at his roster and saying yuck on the mic.
I like my team.
I think he also took Schultz to try and trigger either you or I
already
since
took
it was
mine.
on the way.
I would do no such thing.
I already took a tight end when he did that. I'm all good.
That's true.
I'm saying yuck to the available because right now I'm looking at Hopkins, Mike Thomas, Juju.
Pat Freiermuth.
I'm looking at Pollard.
Run 2 tight ends, man.
You can throw a tight end in the flex, dude,
Cannibalize,
and the
can't
way
do
you
it.
think Fryer
I'm looking
is.
at Pollard, Hunt, Pierce. It's a little ugly. I don't want to take quarterback left. There's a lot of guys on the board still that I'm interested in. Namely Derek Carr. I think I'm gonna try to wait a little bit and try to snag Carr. I'll get the same stack strategy that you're going with there. I don't like Pollard, man. Again, not a guy I think's in Dallas next year, so he could go to Houston and just wither and die. Right now, if I'm in a league, they're all screaming at me to make a pick.
We are.
You know what, Wayne? I'm going to make you happy here, I think. No, I can't. I'm going to go Brandon Cooks. I'm going to draft Brandon Cooks. And I don't love the pick with what's available, but
That's
You didn't want to
probably
play the game? I saw he was in ADP range for your next pick, possibly.
didn't want to play the game. I mean, with the way my roster is constructed, I think
in
I'm
all
in
honesty,
now
that's
mode.
probably one of your better picks.
It's a great pick.
Way better than the last 2.
He's been a WR2 consistently for 5 years, and you got him
I got him.
back into the 7th round.
Boys, how are we going to quantify who has the better roster?
We save who our roster is and then just add up the fantasy points per week.
Fantasy points per
So
week
of
or total
everyone,
fantasy
so are we best ball playing this?
Huh?
Because we're
Best
not
ball?
setting a lineup, so I have to do best ball.
Which is whoever, you don't set your lineup like he said, and the best player at each position is automatically
That's fine.
put in.
That's fine with
all
me.
right. So best ball rules.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Okay. Deshaun Watson went after his Brandon Cooks pick.
Which
Jalen
is way
Hurts
too
after
early.
that.
Right. In normal drafts, Deshaun's a little early there.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins just went. Kareem Hunt, Brandon Ayuk, and Michael Thomas when we're back around at Begley.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mad Mob. I'm sorry that Begley won't let me update you on what the picks are, because you're probably thinking like as it's getting, it's like I'll take this guy. He's already been taken. It seems like every time I try and recap, Begley's got to interject with something.
Yeah, interject, man.
He's always interjecting with something that like is trying to defend his poop squad.
It is pretty
we,
bad.
We know it's a bad
I love
squad. You
my
don't have
team.
to interject with anything, man.
I love my team.
I love your team too, but from a competitive standpoint.
Yeah, like I love seeing your team. Like I'd love playing you twice a year if that was possible. Like you remember when we played them 3 times last year and we beat them all 3
Every
times?
time, yeah.
That was good times.
Yeah.
Flukes.
3 times?
1 time could be a fluke. 2 times is pretty steady. 3 times is just facts.
My team outscored your team last year.
Not when we played
What
you.
about the 3 weeks?
No, we
Yeah.
played
What
us.
about in the playoffs?
I know, man.
You
It's
didn't
just luck.
outscore
It's
us
luck.
then?
It's luck.
3 times.
Look, I'm going to take a pick here. I'm going to take Tony Pollard.
Hates him.
Homer.
He's best available running back. It's Zeke's, he's not going to be a Cowboy next year, but they say Zeke's healthy. We'll see. Tony Pollard.
If you have to make a pick,
He doesn't
and
sound
you
happy about that.
say Tony Pollard.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not happy.
Probably not.
I'm
Probably
not happy.
Dallas Goedert went after that. Juju Smith-Schuster, and I am on the clock. My best available is Dak Prescott, Pat Freiermuth, Dawson Knox, and Hunter Renfrow.
Still no QB.
Still no QB. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I am too.
That's usually how I go also.
Seems like you really drafted out of character.
I did.
This entire draft.
I did. I
can tell.
am guaranteed to have one running back through the first 2 rounds whenever
Yeah.
I usually draft, but sometimes you have to switch it up, It's
It's
nice to see alternate strats.
It shows you're a little out of your element, and it's showing right now.
That's a lie. Let's go. That's fine. That's
Hey,
fine.
did you hear the excitement, Mad Mom?
That's
I went Gabe Davis at the 8-7.
That's
Wow.
Dak Prescott
You reached
went,
on him.
Michael Carter. I didn't reach on him.
Just the pure joy in your voice.
because I thought he was going to
When he saw
snipe
that
me
pick.
for the second round in a well, it was
Dude,
wouldn't have been the second
listen,
in a row.
Listen, Mad Mob. Gabe Davis is a guy that we all had
Yep.
just out of WR2. He is my 4.
No, it's a great pick. I'm not saying
is a good
anything
pick.
against that. I was
would
looking
say
at
about it.
You just didn't want me to
best
snake your
available?
pick. See, was it Hunter Renfro?
No, it was actually Allen Robinson.
Okay, no, I was good on Allen Robinson.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna.
I was going back and forth between Hunter Renfro and Gabe Davis. They're both playing second fiddle in their offense now, and I feel like Gabe Davis plays in a better offense, and he can get. There's a bigger pie that he can get pieces of.
It's a good pick.
Oh, I love it. I
a
love
good
the pick. I would have tried for him on the way back here, so that's good for you because he 100% wouldn't have made
Gabe
it back to you.
Davis?
Yeah,
Okay.
Hunter, great
Fair.
pick.
It's a good pick. It's a
And
good
he
pick.
picked Allen Robinson. Hunter Renfro went right after that. Then George Pickens, Isaiah Spiller, Pat Freiermuth finally off the clock.
Move.
Finally off the clock
Matter
at
of
9-2.
time. It's
And
a matter
Goni
of
is
time.
back on the clock at the 9-3, snaking back around.
So
His best available right now are Dawson Knox, Trey Lance,
He loves Trey Lance.
Damian Pierce, and
love Trey
Matt
Lance.
Stafford.
Well, see, what we're doing here also, Mad Mob, is we are only doing a 10-round draft. We're doing quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, 2 flex spots, and 2 bench. So I have my entire lineup filled out right now. So I'm really just looking for bench depth at this point in the draft.
Now, hang on. Never mind.
Okay.
Irrelevant.
Resume.
Irrelevant. We were playing best ball, sinking total, but it doesn't matter because you can't do multiple quarterbacks.
So, yeah, no.
I got you.
With that being the play, and also thinking of best ball strategy,
I love my team.
Why?
I'm sitting here just looking at it while he's doing his thing, and I love it.
Your team's trash.
your team is terrible.
Your team's trash.
Bro, my team
is
has
garbage.
more upside than your all's team.
It's got
probably
it's
combined.
not true at all.
Got a lot of downside.
Fake news.
Boys, looking at the best available, there's not a lot of great available ones. Wayne, I really like yours on the comeback because you have a great opportunity to get Matt Stafford, who is
Yes,
phenomenal.
I do, don't I?
Or Aaron Rodgers.
I do, don't I?
That's fine, man. That's cool.
I do.
For the upside play, considering we decided we're going to do this best ball, and I don't need to play him every week, and I can get his boom weeks and not his bust weeks, I'm going to take Tyler Lockett. I'm going to take Tyler Lockett purely for the upside. I don't have to play it when he gets me those 3-point games, and when he goes off for 30,
right.
I'll get it.
All right. Hoping there's some boom weeks with Drew Lock tossing in the rock.
Yep.
Dawson
wow.
Knox went after that. Damian Pierce went, and Goni called it. I am now taking my quarterback. Now we're doing 10 rounds, and this is round 9. I got Matt Stafford. Round 9. My team's nasty.
It's not that good.
Nasty. After Matt
Settle
Stafford,
down.
Cordero
Settle down.
Patterson went, Chase Edmonds went, and now let's see what Poop Turds Begley gets.
I love my team.
Is he going to go Aaron Rodgers and just be Team Packers?
You know,
Probably the triple
got to,
stack.
right?
They're such a good
He
offense.
has to.
They're such a good offense.
He has to. The funny thing is, he has to.
Yeah, I know.
why? I like Derek Carr. I actually have a doink bet on the Raiders being a top 5 offense or outscoring somebody.
Outscoring the Bills, which is a bad
Not
bet.
gonna happen.
I have it. So I like Derek Carr. I like the Raiders, and I get the Devonta Adams stack, which, as everybody knows, has been fruitful. Let me peruse here just for a minute. Mad Mob, I was not here while they were setting up the draft settings. I just walked in blind and had a mock. I'm sure they practiced several times. So
Can confirm that Goni walked into my house and my 2-year-old jumped into his arm and made him fly him around.
Played
while
Buzz
saying
Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear for the entire time until Begley walked. Until I physically had to rip him out of his arms and take him upstairs and lay him in bed. So
I think in terms of since we're putting a bet on it, I have Brady as a QB option this year, right? I got Brady as an option.
okay, but is that who you would draft in a?
But that's the quandary I'm in, right? Do I want to draft a quarterback that I think will score the most points this year, or do I draft how I would draft in a normal dynasty?
Well, who would you do in a normal dynasty?
I would take Rodgers and Carr over Brady in a normal dynasty. I think
Well, who would
he's
you
got
take
1
here?
year left. Everybody knows it, huh?
Who would you take here?
Not a quarterback. I'm gonna take.
It's pretty scrubby.
It's very scrubby, but it's also best ball, which is another wrench that got thrown in. I wasn't very aware of.
It all got thrown in at the exact same time for all of us, my man.
Mad Mob Beggs is going to come firmly in last place.
I'm not. I love my team.
Listen to all this internal thinking that he's
I'm gonna go
voicing.
with.
He's reeling back because he's looking at his team and it's trash.
I like my team. I'm gonna take a guy that I think exploded late last year, has a chance to be something this year. I don't love him. Actually, I can't do it. I can't do that at all.
Who were you thinking of?
Reeling
I was
right now,
thinking
reeling.
of Devin Singletary.
Interesting.
Take TB12 if you want him.
Boys,
I'm
what are
gonna
we
take Michael Gallup. Go Cowboys.
Okay. What are we doing here for this wager?
Begley's not going to want to do anything. He's going to want to do like a
I'm in on it. Whatever it is, I'm in. I love my team.
He's going to want to do a Speedway hot dog. That's all he's going to want to do after this draft.
We'll have a coupon for it as well.
Yeah, we should
love my
have
team.
we should have figured it out beforehand because after that,
I love my team.
he got Michael Gallup, Mike Gesicki went, Trey Lance, Chase Claypool, Jahan Dotson,
You're the
Noah
only one
Fant,
that does.
Aaron Rodgers. Begley
McCaffrey
went
and
Derek
Adams?
Carr with his last
Scaring
pick.
everybody, Goni.
James Robinson and Zach
Scaring
Ertz.
everybody.
Okay, I'm going to.
You had a little quiver about you when I drafted Adams in the second round.
No such thing.
All right, listen, Matt Mob. My best available right now is Devin Singletary, Adam Thielen, Kadarius Toney, and Rashad White. I couldn't think of his name. I had to pull it up.
Go Bucks.
Christian Kirk, Rashad Penny, Ramondre Stevenson. See, I'm going to make a purely best ball play here. So my very last pick in this draft, don't take it as this is who you should get here.
Well, that's what we're doing the show for. That's what you guys reminded me. Or I would have taken Tommy
I
Brady.
literally told you to take Tom Brady. I literally said that. Those words came
Yeah,
out
but
of my
that's
mouth.
not how I would take Derek Carr over Tommy in a dynasty draft.
So you kept the integrity alive, which is
Yeah,
good.
I was honest to our listeners.
That's what you want to do.
Okay.
This show is to help them draft in dynasty.
You're right. And this is somebody that I would take further back if we were doing outside of 10 rounds for dynasty purposes because he's young.
Then don't draft him now. Draft somebody you would draft now.
I don't have a choice.
Oh, okay. So you're reaching for a guy.
Yeah.
You're acknowledging you're reaching. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm looking at what you're doing, so I'm looking at both of you all. Best
Man.
ball's going to hurt you
Yes, it is.
when you don't.
That's stinging.
I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this because I'm going to keep integrity.
Okay.
Best ball, I'd pick a quarterback because on bye weeks, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm not going to pick a quarterback. I'm not going to be that guy.
No, I have some integrity.
I am, however, going to pick a tight end.
Okay.
Just purely because I'm not extremely confident in his health.
Okay.
I'm going to get a guy, and I'm also reaching among the tight ends because I'm going to be a man of my word here. It's a guy that I had outside of the tight end 12s. But a guy that I feel like can bust into the top 12 with sheer volume. Begley is going to hate this because he hates volume. I'm taking Cole Kmet.
Hates it. Hates Justin Fields. Trey
McBride
Multiple
went
fields.
after that.
That's
Justin
awful.
Fields went.
Fields is awful.
And Goni is back on the clock.
So
Wild horses could
I was-
get me a draft Justin Fields this year.
man, you love them wild horses, though. Wild horses.
Hey,
Boys,
is that not a Kentucky thing? Maybe that's why our
think
girls are
it's-
ugly. They're saying things like wild horses couldn't get me to do something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Boys, looking at my
And they drive
roster
pickup trucks.
for this as well, I
Yeah,
would
that's
need,
not a good look.
That's not a good
I'm
look.
not a dress and boots kind of guy either.
Yeah.
All right, can I continue?
So especially if there's a girl that actually drives down my street every now and then. I
But
don't know
no one
where she
cares,
lives.
man. No one cares about the girl that
It's
drives
one
down
of-
your street.
I guess she's friends with somebody across the street down further. She drives this big, loud, lifted Ford F-150. It's like a 2005.
There's got to be a decal on the back.
There's a pink decal on the
Yeah.
back. She's got pink camo, like little windshield strip that goes at the top, and then like the rain guards, for like
yeah.
smokers that have to roll their window down a little
Uh-huh.
bit. Pink camo for that too, and she's hideous.
Would you rather have a girl who owns the truck or that drives a Toyota Tacoma? An old Tacoma. Say an 02
Mad Mob, I'm
Tacoma.
sorry you have to sit through this. This is terrible right now.
Would you rather have your
Let's
girl
get back to the
have a
things that
bigger
matter
truck
here.
than you?
We're almost
No, I
done
don't
with this
think I could
draft.
have that because I feel like if it's an old Tacoma, then she'd have to.
We're almost done with
She's
the
driving
draft.
it because she has to drive.
She has to. She doesn't have it.
Boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and to round out my team, I needed one more running back now that these guys are done talking about things that don't matter.
We weren't done, but we'll stop.
I'm
We
gonna-
triggered him because we branched outside
gonna
of fantasy.
probably
And that's all.
take-
That's his entire hobby. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's
Rashad
exactly-
Penny. They're talking about ugly women. That's what the topic of conversation is right now. Ugly women.
Rashad. Let's talk about
You,
Rashad Penny.
you probably
Rashad
should have
Penny.
let us keep talking. You probably should have just let Rashad
I
Penny
was
go
gonna
under
say
the
that.
radar.
Rashad Penny. Took
Devin Singletary and the last pick of the draft. I wonder how many times I've slid out of camera shot. Like literally, the only thing showing in the camera is my belly right now.
Your drywall's pretty tattered.
Dang.
It's all right. I mean, nobody's tuning in. Just stare at your face.
Okay, so I'll.
Let's go through our teams. Let's each go through our teams and talk about it.
Let's
Yeah.
let.
Absolutely.
We're actually coming up on an hour, so we got 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Go ahead, go.
Do you want me to say everybody's teams, or do you want to say the team and then defend it?
Let's let go and go and say his team and defend it. We say then you go, then I'll go last.
Okay.
Say best for last.
No defense needed here, Mad Mob. I have
It's
Russell
not like
Wilson
that.
at quarterback, Josh Jacobs and Zeke at running back, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs at the wide receiver spots,
Great receiving core.
Travis
Yeah,
Kelsey, great tight end.
Great.
I think the flexes are pretty solid too. Cortland Sutton and Allen Robinson are pretty solid.
Allen
like
Robinson's a little weak.
I don't like
For
either
a
of those.
flex?
Yeah, it's weak.
Really?
I had Allen Robinson ranked like as my 30 wide receiver.
I'm
30.
lower on Allen than you are, definitely.
So,
this year.
would you like to make a doink bet that Allen Robinson finishes in the top 36 wide receiver 3 range?
No, that's ignorant.
You're saying it's a bad flex.
You're saying no. You're saying I have great flexes. I'm saying it's not a great flex.
It's not a great flex.
He's going to be a very good flex.
Gentlemen,
He's already
he's
gonna
gonna
be-
from great to
He's
very
going to
good.
be. He's going to be excellent.
there's
You're going
the
to want to
downgrade.
draft him. He put up a wide receiver 7 and a wide receiver 9 season with Mitch Trubisky.
What did he do last year?
He's got a block this year.
He wasn't with
never
Mitch
had to run
Trubisky
block.
last year, though, my guy.
He's in a scheme that requires him to block. We haven't seen him do that in his career yet. Read a great article on Allen Robinson in the Rams fit.
Why is he all about pass catchers run blocking all the time?
I love
gotta
people
play-
on the field that
You gotta
block.
fit the
Boys and
team
girls,
scheme.
I've been playing on Sleeper for a while now, and I have never seen the setting that you can change to make wide receivers get points for run blocking.
I have a good point for you.
No, you don't.
Is Odell Beckham better than Allen Robinson? Is he a better receiver?
No, because he's got a torn ACL.
Before that, is he a better receiver than Allen Robinson? The answer
Yes.
is yes. You still
For
don't-
his
you still don't agree
career,
with my point.
probably. Sure, maybe.
What did Odell Beckham do in that offense?
He did pretty well. Do you
What
wanna
did he
look it
do?
up?
What did he? How did he do in the offense? Honest question.
He did pretty good. If
He
you're
did
thinking he did
pretty
bad,
well.
then he
No,
did
but
good.
I'm honestly asking, like, what was his rank? After essentially a full year in the offense.
I mean, he didn't come in for a full year in the
What was
offense.
it?
He got traded like
Right.
week 6 or 7 through the
But
season.
essentially a full season. He got 10 games.
I mean, you have to be worked into the offense.
Literally about 60% of a season.
I mean,
So from week 12 on, 19, 10, 19, 1, 13, 14, 3.
Okay.
Okay.
So would you say that's about what you expect from Allen Robinson?
I expect more.
You expect more than that?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Well, we all agreed. You agreed heavily that Cooper Kupp's volume is going to come down this year.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't see
No,
191 targets,
when you
right?
say agreed heavily, we agreed that he's not going to set
No,
records this
I said
year.
Beggs more so in particular.
Okay.
Agreed heavily when we were talking about.
I had
You
him
think
wide
there's
receiver
Cooper
too.
Kupp?
Yeah.
You had him as a
no,
W.
I had him second behind
He had
Justin
the-
Jefferson.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And so 191 targets goes down.
Okay.
Matt Stafford threw the ball over 600 times last year.
Goes down.
It doesn't go down.
The running backs are healthy. They
Okay.
weren't last year. They had to throw the ball more. It's a running offense, right? They run the ball.
It's not a
more
running
than other
offense,
teams.
but I
love
do.
It is. Historically, Tom Brady runs the ball more than
hang
most
on,
teams.
hang on. You're backtracking now because
I'm not backtracking.
Yeah, dude,
I'm
you've
forward tracking.
stated numerous times that
think
Cam
that's just
Akers
tracking.
isn't going to be any good.
I don't like Cam Akers.
I've championed for Cam Akers because he's going to get the ball.
Hard fade on Cam Akers this year.
Okay, so
But they're healthy.
McVay loves him though.
Oh, sure, but I'm not drafting him. Players don't come back from torn Achilles.
So
They
can
don't.
you agree that in any offense in the NFL, that if a guy is not performing, he's going to not get as many carries also?
Sure, but they have Henderson there, right?
Who also
Who's
I mean,
healthy.
he's solid, but he's not,
solid.
He's not the end all be all. Matt Stafford threw the second most touchdowns last year.
You don't think that regresses?
No, I think he's a lock
think it
for.
stays
I think
there?
he can stay at least 40. Yeah,
But you love regression, and you know touchdowns are volatile.
it's not really a big regression though for him. His
Touchdowns aren't volatile for quarterbacks.
not for
at all.
quarterbacks. Not for quarterbacks.
Interesting. Okay. Hey, man.
Only one guy throws the ball. Numerous guys catch the ball.
I like Wayne's flexes better than I like yours. I'll say that
That's fine.
for the record.
That's fine.
I'd say that too. I mean,
Of course, he would say that. It's his team. But Beggs always agrees with Wayne, so it is what it is. And he hates volume, Mad Mob. So that's my team. I also have Tyler Lockett and Rashad Penny as my bench. Who was next?
Why not go
Wayne?
heavy Seahawks? They're going to be explosive this year. I know I want a piece of that Seahawks pie.
yeah, the fact that you took Rashad Penny and Tyler Lockett on that.
Let's just double down on the Seahawks.
Oh,
eh?
man.
No, you told me
Hey,
cannibalize.
Hey,
Double down.
best ball didn't matter to him.
Cannibalize. What a great word, by the way.
Best-
Let's work that into a podcast, bro.
Thanks, man.
Okay, my stud squad. I got Javonte Williams, Nick Chubb, Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore, Hawk Daddy, Mike Williams, Damian Harris, Gabe Davis, Matt Stafford, Cole Kmet. Matt Stafford, he's my quarterback. He's leading the show.
Gonna regress though, according to Beggs.
No, he's easily a top 5 quarterback this year.
Who? Stafford?
Yeah.
I had him right there. I think I did, didn't I?
Yeah. If
So what is the regression you were talking about?
It's going to be regression.
Get out of here with that.
Okay, so if you're looking at just, I'm just gonna do apples to apples if you don't mind. Russell Wilson and Derek Carr. Matt Stafford is better than both of them.
Sure was.
Gonna be next year.
That's probably fair.
It's probably fair. It's probably fair. We all
It
have
hurts
we all
to
have
say
Matt
that.
Stafford ranked accordingly. So yeah, that makes sense. We all had.
Why'd
Matt
you draft
Stafford
Russell Wilson before Matt Stafford?
because I wanted the stack.
Well, hang on.
I've stated this a bunch of times already, man. I wanted the
Hey,
stack.
Wayne, can I stop you real quick for a second? From a dynasty
sure, man.
perspective, going. Well, because you don't even talk about it too. From a dynasty perspective,
Mhm.
we talked about what's going to happen next year. Do you think what moves do you make for your team in the future? What in year 2? What do you see happening? Because we have to look at it from a dynasty perspective.
Well, and I'm
Spicy.
I'm getting hurt on best ball here because I took Javonte Williams.
Splice.
What?
You said we spliced?
No, spicy.
Oh, spice. Yeah, he said splice.
Yeah, no.
It's like he had to go.
On the year 2 move, I thought that was
Yeah.
Year
so-
2. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Like,
No, I
so
said
for
spicy.
for your team from a dynasty. So you think you're set for 3 years for this team?
Honestly, what I'm doing next year is I'm trading Travis Kelce and either picks. I mean, forget them picks, as the Rams say, to a degree. I'm trading Travis Kelce and a first rounder for a top running back
Next year.
next year.
Here's my thing with my squad
Okay.
is I'm set up way better than you are for the future.
Okay. Let's look.
Can you argue with that?
Let's
Because
look
you've
at
got Javonte Williams and Nick Chubb.
I don't love Nick Chubb in the future. Personally.
He's easily got more time in him than both of your running backs.
He's 27 with I think he had 1,200 career touches.
You're nitpicking though with that. I'm just looking at his entire squad, and if you want to go player for player, yeah, you are.
I'm set up for the future better than them.
Player for
I don't
player,
disagree
yeah.
with that. I'm just saying I just don't like
I'm,
Nick Chubb.
I'm
personally.
getting hurt on the overall with my RB1 being Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams because he's splitting this year, but he's going to be a monster next year. And I think all of us agree with that.
Yeah.
That's also what they said last year.
Yeah, but Melvin Gordon came back. They said that because they thought Melvin Gordon was going to go somewhere else.
I'm scared to death. I took
Yeah, that's a
Javonte
good
in
point.
a dynasty, in one of the dynasties that I did previously. I took him with my first round pick, and I'm scared to death that they draft a running back to replace Melvin Gordon next year. Not high, not a first or second round pick, but just someone to compliment.
Just somebody to just take a few touches here and there.
That's it, just to compliment.
Keep his ceiling from being a lot.
Yeah, if Javonte's a workhorse, that man has the RB1 type potential, I think.
So looking at, I think we can all agree that if healthy, and it's a capital I, capital F, Begley's got the best running backs.
Definitely.
He's got CMC and Aaron Jones. I've got Javonte Williams
Yeah.
and Nick Chubb. You got Josh Jacobs and Zeke.
Yep,
Yeah.
I could agree with that.
I'd agree with that. If healthy, he's
Major if, no doubt. But I had to take CMC there, I felt like.
yeah.
I would.
So
That was
so
my
my I'm probably going. My starting receivers are definitely going to be Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore, and Mike Williams is locking up a flex spot.
That's the best flex, for sure.
You
Mike
can't
Williams.
deny Goni took receivers in the first and second round. He's by far got the best receiving
Definitely.
class.
Yep.
With Jamar Chase and Stephon Diggs, and then Begley has Devontae Adams and Michael Pittman.
I think Wayne's the most balanced, probably top to bottom.
That's me. The only thing I'm best at right off the bat is just quarterback.
Flex, too. I think your flex is better.
My flexes are great with Mike Williams and either Damian Harris or Gabe Davis.
I think he's a killer for best ball.
I think
Gabe Davis
Cole
is-
Kmet can sneak in there because he's going to be a volume
and
guy.
Hawk gets hurt.
I love Cole Kmet.
That's exactly how I would describe my team is top to bottom across all positions. I'm the most balanced and have the highest floor.
I think it's a team you don't touch. You don't need to touch for a couple years, honestly. I mean, maybe Damian Harris.
I'm very young. Yeah.
when he's because he won't be in New England next year.
I hope not. I don't want him to be.
that's
He's
what I'm saying.
25.
I mean, it's a guy you don't touch. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
That's
set up
fair.
for the future more. I'm not the best. I don't have the best stack of receivers. I think I have the best four.
I think you have the best floor of all of us, period. I think I have the best upside of the three of our teams. I think I absolutely have the best upside of the three.
I disagree with that. Let me tell you why. And first of all, I will say that you made good points on AJ Dillon. Both of y'all did. So, but naturally, I had to defend it to the death because that's what we do. With CMC, Aaron Jones, and Devonta, those are three league winners in my opinion. I like you. I know you're not super high on Aaron Jones. I am, and Wayne is. I think those are three league winners. Those are the guys that can get you.
I see.
Yeah, but all your other guys are floor guys.
Well, let's talk about it though. I mean, Dalton Schultz, you guys had a tight end 3, I think, or 4, something like that.
I think he's got good upside, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
okay.
Brandon Cooks, though, you know what you're getting out of.
You get wide receiver 2. That's what he is.
You're getting back in.
he's
You're
not
getting,
getting
you're
wide
getting a
receiver 1.
AJ
20-ish.
Dillon's capped, I think.
AJ Dillon's probably RB2, right? He's probably capped at. He can go no higher than RB2.
He can go no higher
No
than
way,
back
that's
end
RB1.
RB2,
You think back end?
20-ish, like Brandon Cooks.
I don't disagree with that. I do think Pollard and Gallup are best ball guys. Dallas is going to have to utilize them heavily this year, I think. Yeah, I've been on record saying they will run the ball more. I think Tony gets work. But I like Michael Pittman a lot. We both have him as – I have 2 wide receiver 1s by our rankings, right?
we
Yep.
all
So me and
Oh,
Goni
yes,
both have 2 wide receiver 1s. I have 2 running back 1s according to our rankings. How can you say that I don't have the best squad according to our own rankings? And I have.
Oh,
tight end
I'm
three.
just saying of possible upside. I said Wayne has the best floor. I think I absolutely have the best upside.
Well, that being, but Jamar Chase had a couple 40, 50 bangers at the end of last year.
yeah, he also had a couple slump games, so both of those can even out.
I think my point is this.
Is that how you feel?
I think
I'm glad we could.
I think Cortland Sutton can be a top 15 guy. I think
Sure.
Allen Robinson can be a top 15 guy.
no way. There's no way he can be a top 15.
We had him ranked as.
I'll put a doink bet that he's not top 15.
Yeah, I will as well.
I'm saying that he can be. I'm not.
I'm putting
planting.
the doink bet that he's not top 15. So that's our first mock draft of the year. We're going to do a couple of these leading up. I guess we'll probably do a redraft one here in the next couple of weeks. You don't want to do those too early. We'll actually probably do a redraft here in the next couple of weeks. Probably do a right as preseason starting
Absolutely.
redraft.
Preseason.
And then maybe like a preseason and a dynasty draft, like back to back, right before the season starts.
That's fair.
Because
Because people are waiting to draft in Dynasty too.
Yeah. So we should probably do a dynasty draft before preseason as well, just in case. If you're a fantasy football commissioner and you're doing your draft during or before preseason, just reconsider all your life choices.
Dynasty's not too bad, I don't think. Do you?
It matters.
Yeah, it matters.
If DK Metcalf gets traded to the Chiefs, that significantly changes
If
your
DK
Dynasty
Metcalf
draft.
tores his Achilles in the preseason, are you going to take him as high as you would if he didn't tear his Achilles in the preseason?
I mean,
Not from
me
a-
personally, I don't draft DK Metcalf
If
anywhere.
we're trying to make a point here. We're just trying to make.
I feel you.
Why does he have to do that?
I don't know.
do you
It
just
bugs
do that?
it bugs the crap.
That's what I'm here for.
Just don't do it. If it's a rookie draft, it's different.
I'm going to do it.
Definitely different.
I hate both of you. So, yeah, we are getting. It is June. We've got 2 months.
2 months.
2 months. So, and we are going to. So we're doing a meat and potatoes show on that. We've been knocking out every Sunday like clockwork for you guys. Consistency. We told you we'd be like that. We've been that way for 2 months now. We are going to do a Q&A. Are we dropping the Q&A Sunday as well?
Q&A will go out.
Absolutely.
And we're going to do a hot take probably Wednesday.
Yeah, listen, let's talk about the Q&A. It's blowing up.
I love it.
blowing up. We're getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all big time on that
Yeah,
one.
thank you very much, man.
But yeah, like we're gonna start rolling stuff out, especially as the season gets closer. So we're doing pretty much 2 episodes on Sunday, the Q&A, and the meat and potatoes show, and then the hot takes on Wednesday. When this season gets closer, we're gonna be doing shows, probably 4 shows a week.
Ooh.
We're
Big
gonna
time,
we're
rolling.
gonna stick with the Q&As. We're taking out the hot takes because the hot takes don't need to be hot takes anymore because the
sure.
season is going.
Yeah.
And
Regular
we're
takes.
they're takes. We're gonna do shows for recapping the Sunday games, the Monday game, the Thursday game. We're gonna try and drop a show on Saturday to help you set your lineup for that week.
Waiver wire pickups on Tuesdays.
Waiver wire pickups on Tuesday, and that's the Monday recap as well.
Yep.
We're going to be absentee fathers. That's the only way out of this.
No,
Well, 2 of you guys might be working from home, so hey. Plus, I'm on baby bonding anyways. I got 3 months off, so
Yeah.
let's.
So we'll settle down nicely into a nice rhythm. One thing's for sure though, we're gonna be absolutely spewing content at you. If you love volume like we do, make sure
Beggs doesn't.
make sure to follow us wherever you're at. And again, YouTube. We got a couple subscribers over the past week when I plugged our percentages in.
Thank you.
Nice.
We really appreciate
Thank you,
all of that
Matt.
one. Yeah, just hitting that sub button for us. If you have any ideas for shows or anything like that, or just want to throw questions, again, you can reach us. You can DM us on Twitter at MadFFPodcast. You can email us at madffpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Reddit.
Reddit. Yep. Mad_FF_podcast.
Good deal. Goni, you still working on the Instagram, Facebook?
Working on a Facebook, putting it up. It's not live yet.
Okay. Are we doing TikToks yet?
We're not. I'm going to need your help. Tech guy.
Okay.
I don't know how to do snips.
Can I
Can we
plug
say the
my-
word circumcise on this show? I don't know how to circumcise them, man. Get them up here. Don't know how to snip.
Snips would have worked just fine.
I-
It
We
would
gotta
have been
splice
fine.
that.
man.
We
Snippets.
gotta splice that.
That's fine. No, I'm keeping it. We're keeping this to one splice. I can get these things up fast when we splice it once. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Our first live show. We're gonna try and do a couple for you. Goni's really the only one that. Goni is the real MVP. Anytime you see an in-person podcast, Goni lives about an hour away.
Yeah.
He's the one.
Commitment.
Me and Begley live probably 15 minutes from each other, so it's not a big deal for us to get in person. But we're obviously not going to do it with just two of us and have Goni. So whenever we're all live, just give Goni a round of applause because that man drove an hour one way to make this live podcast happen. So we appreciate Gone Dog on that one.
Doing it for Mad Mob Nation.
Man, it just drove an hour to draft an absolute dog water team.
Dog water, bro.
All right,
Waste of time.
Hey, we appreciate y'all. We're out.
Later, boys.